We try to offer an experience here that will be quite a contrast from their school year.
We weren't little rapids, there was white water, 9 miles of it.
You go on hikes, canoeing trips, cabin overnights.
There's such an atmosphere of like fun and like easygoing, and nobody's like worried about the typical things that there's at home. Like everyone's just really chill and fun.
You can put your hands like that. You got it.
I love the counselors here. They're so nice.
I love it here. The independence and the maturity that I've gained from just coming here is unbelievable.
It can be life-changing. It certainly can provide fundamental grounding and foundation block for someone's development. And we really believe that we are a part of the educational process.
We want them to feel safe and comfortable. We want them to have time to discover who they are.
We welcome you to Camp Wyonegonic by the lake. We cordially invite you on the pleasures we partake. We hope you like it here and all the things we do. So Camp Wyonegonic is a welcome unto you.
Every summer when we arrive, we create the place. It's not just Moose Pond shores, it's also the spirit of the people that are here and the spirit of the people that have been here before.
We were established in 1902, and in fact, we are the oldest continuously run girls' camp in the nation.
We want the girls to have time out from their busy lives and to be able to get to know themselves, other people that are here, and have some fun in the process.
Once you get here, you shouldn't be nervous because you'll make friends right away. On my first year, I met someone we were friends right when we saw each other.
Probably one of the best decisions my mom made was to send me to camp. I came here as a very quiet, shy girl, didn't really know where I was going, what I was doing. I came here, I swam the lake all the time, I went on trips, I met people who didn't know me as quiet little Lucy, and I just became a different person.
It's really cool just to be able to say, I go to the oldest girls' camp in the country. It's a really special place, and there's nothing else like it.
Wyonegonic is located in Denmark, Maine. We're 1 hour west of Portland. We're in a nice, quiet, rural place here. We look across the lake at Pleasant Mountain. We're pretty blessed that we're half an hour from North Conway and the White Mountains in New Hampshire. We're only an hour away from a lot of the different canoe trips that we can send the children out on.
We have a health center. Most of our nursing is TLC and the hug when they need it, but also if emergency arises, we not only have our nurses, but we have qualified first aiders and some EMTs on our staff.
We have approximately 85 staff on property, and a good 65, 68 of that number would be counseling staff. And that translates into a 1-to-3 ratio for us at camp.
We have 30 different states represented and 22 foreign countries. Those represent both staff and campers.
The counselors, there's no bad counselor. They're all really nice, and we're all family here.
You can get the one for 2 people.
My staff is from all over the world. We are from Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Croatia, Taiwan, and all over the United States.
They bring, new games and activities in from their countries. They help teach languages and different cultural activities, whether it's in arts and crafts, a sport, or just a song from their country. The kids really like having staff from around the world.
We're looking for people who like to be with kids, who have experiences, maybe they love camping or they have something to share in terms of they can teach swim lessons or they really love ecology. I'm in charge of the CITs, which are counselors in training, and ACs, which are assistant counselors. It's a 2-year program, and it's basically a skill building summer. They will do junior main guide, JMG. They also do lifeguard training. They work in junior camp a little bit. They do some canoeing, ACA, skill building, learning how to canoe and how to also teach canoeing, teaching swim lessons, and some safety things. And then our assistant counselors, they're living in the cabins and they are practicing teaching. They would co-teach with another counselor, as well as cabin life. How does a counselor counsel? What are the things that they do as a bedtime routine, relationships, boundaries with the campers.
There's a big focus on trying new things and not just picking one thing and being really, really, really intense about it. But it's a place to do new things and to have new experiences.
Our campers here have a lot of choices.
Sailing's really fun, and arts and crafts, and I like swimming now that it's really hot.
Arts and crafts or pottery or land sports, tennis, archery, senior camp riflery, horseback riding program for anyone who wishes to ride. Being involved in the creative arts, dramatics, dance is all part of it. But everybody swims, everybody learns how to canoe, everybody learns how to set up a tent and make a fire.
Our girls go out on trips and they live it. They live what it's like to, see nature at its most pristine, which is what Maine offers.
The trip program is certainly the biggest component and the largest program component of what we do here at Wyonegonic. And a lot of what we do here at camp has to do with the preparedness and the eligibility and the prerequisite work, as it were, to get out on some of these extensive trips.
I love the trips program here. Actually, when I was 13, I went on a 6-day trip on the Allagash River, and we went up into northern Maine, and it was so much fun.
You can go on really fun trips.
It may be what makes us a little bit unique compared to some other camps in the region to offer a reasonably extensive trip program at an all-girls camp. To be able to allow a child to get out and experience what it's like to spend a night in a tent and cook your own meal, not be catered to, but be involved in that process, get dirty, get rained on if that's the case, and find out that that's actually okay.
It's the best place to spend your summer. You're away from everything that is distracting, that kind of clutters your mind. And so we come here, we don't have cell phones, we don't have the laptops and the television and the radio going. It's just quiet. And it's a beautiful place for kids to be themselves and to not be surrounded by everything that the media tells them that they're supposed to be and what their peers say. A girl can find confidence and really learn who she is.
We have worked hard over the years to keep this place rustic and simple. Our cabins do not have electricity in it, and that is by design.
You don't need your iPod and everything. There's so much going on that you don't need all that stuff.
There's a dress code, there's no boys, there's no candy in the cabins, and to a lot of people it's, well, what's so good about it? But in my opinion, it's inexplicable. There's a connection that you have with the place and with the people here that you really can't find anywhere else.
Junior camp is designed to make the kids feel at home. And when you enter junior, it's a world apart. It's a magical place. They can grow, they can explore, and they can be 9 years old.
The whole junior went up and hiked a mountain, and then we got to watch the sunset on there, and it was beautiful. You could see a bunch of other mountains too.
It's my 4th summer. It's really fun.
I like hanging out with my friends. I like doing arts and crafts, funny acts, and pottery.
I went on a trip this year, a 3-day trip called Beale Island, and it was really, really fun. We went ocean kayaking and saw seals, and that was amazing.
Next year I get my paddle, because every 5 years that you go to Wyo, then you get a paddle and you get to design it any way that you want, and I'll get it next year. I'm really excited for next year.
If you go into the Wyonegonic Museum and you look and you see the girls, whether it was in the 20s or in the 80s, they're doing exactly what you were doing. And all these songs that we come and sing and that people before us have been singing.
I wouldn't be afraid of sending them as a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old or even younger, even if they're a shy, quiet girl, because this is a great place for a girl like that, and it gives her a community when she might not have that at home.
I came when I was 11. I wish I'd come when I was 8.
I love spending time with my cabin mates, and it's just so much fun here.
We sometimes get calls about parents being concerned whether or not how their daughter's doing. And of course, we're always willing to take those calls and tell them that most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, they're doing absolutely great.
Right when I got there, everyone was really welcoming, and like right away, I just met someone. We went and took our swim test together, and it was we were best friends by the end of the day.
Our experience of everyone here has just been first rate.
It's a place where girls can be themselves and be away from the pressures of the outside world and pressures they get at school with competition and how they look and how they need to be for their sports and their academics.
Today, while the blossoms still cling,
The reason I come back every year is probably to see all my friends that I've made, because I know that they're all coming back for the same reason, and it's just great to like have a whole new set of friends that live even like across the globe.
Definitely come. It's so much fun and it's such an experience, and after I came my first year, I knew that I was going to be coming back like a lot.
Wyonegonic, boom, Wyonegonic. We sing to thee, rah, 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 fairest of summer camps. Give her a 3 times 3, oh campers, long may we cherish thee. Faithful will be Wyonegonic for you and me, rah, 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 boating from shore to shore. Wyonegonic, breezes and flowers and pines.